Yeah, yeah, I see you.
Yeah.
How are
Yeah,
things?
I don't know what happened. My little icon has disappeared from. Oh, it's showing again now.
Hmm.
My Zoom meeting. Yeah.
You can always you don't. I mean, if you click on the link, it'll always bring it up itself. You don't really
Yeah.
need that
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
Zoom bar, unless you want to set up your own Zoom call. Then you need to do it.
No, I
But
don't
do you know
know.
where you'll always find it? If you go into the Finder
Yeah.
and go to Applications,
Yeah.
there'll be a whole list of things there, and one of them down towards the end, left,
Right.
right,
Okay.
as you
Probably.
look up,
Yeah. Yeah.
it'll be
No,
Zoom.
just I haven't used it for ages on this computer.
All right. So how are
And
things? All right.
I have a big fire on, as you can see.
Yeah. And is it cold outside?
Uh, it's just snow outside. Yeah. Yeah.
Is there snow?
Oh yeah.
Is
Yeah.
it
We
lying?
have snow and we have. Well, it's only a thin layer, but it's freezing, so a hen won't walk tomorrow.
Yeah. So don't be driving to Drumore or anything tomorrow, Dan.
No, not likely unless it thaws off.
No, just be careful now.
Because I told that to me tonight that the hen won't be able to walk tonight, and I'm not going near, for not to be expecting anything.
No, it'll probably be like that for another 3, 4 nights, I would say.
But you wouldn't know at Donegal. It changes so much up here. But
Right.
it's
I think
forecast -2 here, so I should say.
it's okay here, but it's just apparently tomorrow night it gets bad here.
You've got a Northern Lights background there.
Yeah, that's actually at the back here. No, that's yeah, it's just under virtual backgrounds. I just have
It's
started
very,
using the
very
background.
good for you. Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, it's a nice one. I like it. Now it is moving. It's a dynamic one. I could
Yeah.
have gone my more
Yeah.
corporate. This is my
Yeah.
corporate one.
No, no, not the carpet one. No, go back to
Yeah,
the
or I
Northern
could
Lights.
have a nice
Rocky
painting,
Mountains.
or we could do this.
Yeah, well, that's not too bad, but it's not very seasonal.
No, this is a
That's
season.
better. Yeah. Can you imagine you sitting up at the arse end of Alaska, in the
Yeah,
hut in the middle of the wilderness
yeah. That's exactly it.
with bears? No, bears hibernate, don't they, this time of year?
Yeah. Sorry, I put it back. Yeah. Anyway, it's yeah, I like this background.
Yeah.
And it's just feels a nice winter vibe to it. And even though it's the weather's here, besides it's actually kind of nice. It was sunny today, cold but sunny.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, no. Today
So
was
I'm not complaining too much.
a bit showery here now today.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there were showers here yesterday. It's
Maybe,
just it's
yeah.
good weather. And how you managing without Johnny and Christiana? You're all right.
Yeah, well, I noticed my logs and my briquettes are lasting a lot longer. Christiana loves sitting in front of the fire on the rug with her
That's
computer
great.
on her knee.
Come here, those briquettes are going to be collector's items soon.
That's what I say. I'm going to have to start buy a van load somewhere and stock up for when
Yeah,
anytime
and you might
Christiana.
need to keep one briquette, wrap it in cellophane or something, and or varnish it because it's going to crumble too if you keep them like 10 years or something, and then sell it on eBay.
It's funny. Philomena was saying when I was talking to her about briquettes, she says, remember them bringing one briquette back from school, and it was such a novelty. One back in her bag.
No way.
Right,
The first time I saw a briquette. Well, yeah, you could imagine they're very sophisticated looking. They
very
have
nice.
that.
This is and the B&M on it. She said, couldn't
Yeah,
figure
no,
out.
they're very modern. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah, and they had that glazed edge to them to stop them crumbling. How'd they do that? They kind of must have
High
super
pressure.
high
They
pressure.
extruded. Yeah. They're just extruded under high pressure.
Yeah,
But
right. Oh,
they
that must, yeah. So yeah, no, they're definitely an exotic looking thing if you think about it.
you'll have to start making them from wood now, wood pulp.
Oh yeah, I suppose they could.
Oh yeah, I saw. No, shit, there is one. So say I saw ones in Aldi there
Oh,
last week.
I know the ones. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're kind of cylindrical or quasi-cylindrical
yeah,
looking
yeah,
things.
yeah.
With a
Yes.
hollow, they're slightly hollow, and then there's a tube in them or something.
So
Yeah,
anyhow,
yeah. They sell some of that around here, but here they're out just outside Greystones. You can smell fires, like
right.
people have
The old
country
style
fires.
houses.
Yeah,
Yeah.
even though most of the town seems to. most people don't have fires. They have chimneys, so they must be gas or whatever.
Probably gas or
You don't
something.
smell it, you know what I mean? Because you can tell it when I go for a run or something up there by Delgany on the back roads.
Yeah.
In winter, you can smell like coal or turf or something from the odd house.
I think coal's illegal.
Oh well, maybe it's hardly turf. What is it? I don't know what I'm smelling then. Wood.
Wood.
Yeah, a lot of people burn wood.
Yeah.
But anyway, I was gonna say to you, but anyway, yeah. So your wings are clipped now for the next few days.
Wings are clipped until the end of February, I would say, the way things are going. The numbers are not really. Numbers in hospitals are still rocketing.
Yeah, no, they're bad. You just don't want to be. You don't want to be getting that. That's for sure.
Well, I think now we don't only know now a couple of cases in Fintown. Annie McHughs' daddy, he's still hanging on, but he had a stroke as well as the COVID. And there's another fella, he's an ex-teacher, lives out overlooking Loughlin, and he's got it. And Jamesy down beside Auntie Mary, that house, I think they're over it, Jamesy Brennan.
They're probably grand. They're all pretty young.
And Paddy McDire's mummy died from it.
Yeah, I know that was grim. Considering the link of how she got it.
Do you know who dropped dead today? I don't know. Did you know Joan Campbell, Aidan's sister that had the caravan park? She was married to John McCall down.
Oh, aye.
Yeah. John dropped dead last night, and
No, wait a minute, I'm confused. Say this again. Aidan Campbell's sister. Huh?
Aidan Campbell's sister Joan. Joan was first of all married to a McHugh fella from Clooney, and he died, and then she got married to a John McCall from Yarn.
Oh, all right. I never knew. No, didn't know.
Yeah,
Rosemary probably knew.
Emer McHugh and don't know what I can't remember.
I know Emer McHugh. No, yeah.
Yeah, would Emer McHugh, would she be?
Emer McHugh was her dad. Is she not from Kilclooney?
Clooney.
Yeah, Clooney. Sorry.
Yeah, Clooney.
Kilclooney. Sorry, so long I've been up there. And her dad was a truck driver.
Her dad was a builder, I think.
Actually. Yeah, builder. That's right. Because he had a dumper truck as a kid.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Is that?
Was her stepdad that's died? Her mummy got married again.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, your man. Well, when did he die? Sorry.
McHugh's dead. Oh God, he's dead donkey's years.
You know what he would be? Because to be honest, I do remember him vaguely from the late 80s. He never looked well. Like he looked high blood pressure.
He was always yeah. So now the husband, he dropped dead last night. He hadn't been that well for a long time. He had trouble with eyes, and he must have had diabetes or something. But he just went to the bathroom and she heard a thumping when she went in. He was dead. But
but heart attack type thing, obviously.
Yeah, it must be. Yeah.
Handy enough, though.
Yeah, he didn't.
No sense of impending doom there. He was going to look over a lake and it.
You remind me of Auntie Mina. I was on to her, but the way Trump got everybody on federal death row executed before he left.
Yeah.
It's just he was only doing them a favor. What's the point in hanging around the death row?
Well, that's the thing. Jesus,
get it over.
Get it over with. Yeah, but I say it's not fun there. I mean, no. Oh, it's just anxiety. Jesus.
So that was Auntie Mina's. Yeah.
Nah, well.
As a diehard Trump supporter.
Yeah. Where is it that they do executions, but they don't tell you they're going to do it?
Oh, Japan.
Oh, is it?
yeah. Just wake in the middle of the night. Just come on.
Well, that's
over the trapdoor. Bang. Yeah.
Jesus. Anyway, all right.
Oh yeah.
That pleasant road. Let's do a little bit of ancestry because I won't be staying up late tonight. I've started my January. I wouldn't call them
January lectures.
No, I was going to say my not resolutions, but changes of behavior might be. I'm doing dry January thing anyway. That's been great.
Yeah,
But more important,
Johnny's doing a slightly moist January, he says.
yeah. But you know what? You see, I'm grand. Once I have something to drink, like I'm having a cup of tea and it feels great. It's just the imbibing thing. But anyway, but no, even, that's a minor thing. But more importantly, is getting some sleep.
Yeah,
And,
that
and
was important. Yeah.
And I'm trying to read a little bit before I go to bed too, because my life's
That's
the past
I
while
also
been
do.
so work focused. I don't
Yeah,
actually have any hobbies.
yeah,
So,
no.
but you know what I'm reading, and Johnny recommended it's very good. You might like reading them too. Is that the Ian M. Banks novels?
I sure read them, yeah.
Oh, you've read them all, have you?
No, I read a good few of them,
The Culture series.
The
Yeah,
Culture series, yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
I'm
All,
enjoying that.
all, all the starships with the funny
Yeah,
names. Just read the instructions, and of
yeah,
course, I love you.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. The names are so. The ship names are
Yeah,
brilliant.
that's where Musk got the names for his landing barges from.
Oh, I think Johnny was saying that. Yeah, yeah. I
Yeah,
haven't got that far. Because I only read a few pages at night, but
yeah.
getting into it. So we've got it right. You must be running out of things to read. Did you read the Irish shipping book?
Did I read the Irish shipping book? I did. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was it didn't really get to the end of the whole shipping thing.
All right. Yeah. Well, I suppose. I mean, yeah.
But
Okay.
as a collector's item, that book.
Oh, yeah. I would say it is. Oh, you could sell it on to the lads down in Cork now for a for a bit of
Yeah,
mark it
yeah,
up,
yeah,
probably the price again.
yeah.
Because that came from Australia, remember?
So that, yeah, yeah. However it got out
Yeah,
there.
that's probably the only place where you might find a few copies left at the ends of the world. And do you know what I got Johnny for his birthday? I think he likes it. I found online. It's not an eBay thing. It's actually on Amazon. Probably the last thing. I bought it from Amazon Germany, by the way.
Yeah.
Actually, didn't use Amazon. UK is a disaster now. But it's the NASA reprinting the Saturn V. Sorry, the Apollo
Oh, the
mission.
instruction book for
Yeah,
that.
that they gave. And it's apparently I thought he'd like it because it's going to be a great example of kind of clear technical writing where you're
Right.
writing for a technically, a smart, technically literate person like the
Yeah, yeah,
astronauts. But
yeah, yeah,
you have to write. It has to be crystal clear and
yeah, yes,
unambiguous and engaging, I suppose, as much
yeah,
as
yeah.
it can be engaging and nicely diagrammed. Now I haven't seen it, but I just ordered it. But I think you might find it useful. But yeah, you'll need to find something else to read now.
Yeah, but no. Johnny was his yeah his slightly damp January.
Yeah, well, fair enough. His birthday's
Oh,
in
Nuala, I think who did Nuala get? Nuala got him a sock. What would you call it? A monthly sock collection.
Oh.
The one she got me. One pair of socks a month.
Oh, is there such a thing where they'll post them out or
Yeah,
get them in
every month a pair of socks arrive. You don't know what they're going to look like, but
That's a great idea.
yeah.
I'm always looking for socks.
Well, there you are.
No, but I'd probably just buy a big bunch and just save on the the environmental impact of shipping a single pair of socks.
Talking about I opened an account in Germany and I actually saw a nice collection of operatic CDs for sale and I ordered them yesterday and they sent me an email today that they're on the way.
Oh yeah, no, they're good. No, it does take a bit longer. Aaron got something there and it arrived. It arrived today. I think it's about 4 or 5 days or something.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's all right once you factor that in.
Yeah.
So, yeah, no, and it's cheaper as well, and for many things anyway.
But I was just looking at that. I was going through the customs website today, and looking at examples of importing from the UK.
Yeah.
And there was one thing somebody ordered some sports jacket or something, 120 for 120 euro. I think it was euro. And then it added on the cost of transport, the VAT, and the customs duty on top of that. And I ended up paying over £80 extra over the original offer.
That's freaking ridiculous.
Yeah. It's unbelievable how much. I got some carbon rods for a job I was doing for Gallagher's there from a
You got a carbon rod.
carbon rod, yeah, pure
Much of that
carbon rod.
Simpsons episode In Rod We Trust, classic episode. You know, with the when Homer went into space and he was upstaged by an inanimate carbon rod, and the inanimate carbon rod had a ticker tape parade in the US, but in return, anyway, it's a funny episode. So I don't know if people bought inanimate carbon rods.
Well, I bought a packet of carbon rods because we make special bearings for the ovens. You know, the ovens are running at 200 and something degrees centigrade, and they're rotating on a brass bearing at the bottom. But we do, we drill holes and we insert carbon rods into the brass. You see, and then the carbon comes out as the thing wears down. The carbon keeps coming out and spearing the surface, you know, and giving it a nice anti-friction.
Is it a lubricant? Does carbon act as a lubricant in that case?
It does, yeah, it does, yeah. So I buy these carbon rods. They're only about 8 millimeters diameter. When you put holes in this thing and put them in. So I bought a few feet of them, you know. It's €130 or something, I think. £130, I think it was, sterling. And UPS delivered them, and then they arrived the next day looking for €47 and 40 for customs clearance and tax.
Oh, you have to pass that on. But is there any? Can you get a different supplier from somewhere else outside the UK?
Well, yeah. The funny thing is that I would say this is a multinational company because it's very funny. I was paying them, transferring money to them, you know, for them, and they said, "Oh, Handelsbank, which is a German bank, I think, or is it Dutch? Handelsbank?
Don't know.
It's not an English one. Handelsbank, and I wanted to pay them in euro, and the bank wouldn't take it, or they wouldn't the transfer. You couldn't transfer to Handelsbank because the address of the company was UK.
Oh yeah. Okay. Well, look, they must have a distributor. I mean, that's the thing you're going to see is a decoupling in the distribution, I suppose, model for many companies where they've treated Ireland and the UK as the same, which
that's right, yeah,
kind of made sense in some things. Because I order things like for some of my equipment I need for like measuring signals from the body, right? They often, even the German companies I go to, they make me go through their distributor in the UK, which is annoying because now I have to actually do a currency conversion and do it in sterling, and then but now obviously going forward that's just not going to be the case. We'll have to be ordering direct from Germany in this case for this product.
Yeah, because I was talking to one of my suppliers there, John Sheehy, remember, from Malahide, and he takes in a lot of gearboxes. Now I buy Nord gearboxes from him, and I bought the last one before Christmas, fortunately, because he said he's run into a major problem. Nord are German, but they have an assembly plant in England, and he has to deal with England to get the gearboxes. And he says the English have not got their freaking export system set up.
Well, sure they did. How were they to know when it was done a week before? Like, can he not? Do Nord assemble them somewhere else?
Well, that's the thing. What he's done now, he's gone for Italian gearboxes. He's appointed an agent in Bologna that sits in the middle of one of the biggest industrial estates in Bologna, surrounded by gearbox manufacturers. And your man goes around and he picks up, when John orders a box, he just goes around to the nearest factory, gets a pallet load ready, and twice a week he sends a pallet to Dublin.
Thank you. But hang on, this company Nord in Germany, are they now screwed because all their assembly was done in UK?
Done in the UK, yeah. So
they didn't have a German. They didn't think you had to.
No, exactly, yeah.
Jeez, that's pretty bad planning.
Yeah.
So there must have something there. There must have some solution.
And you see the Nissan factory has stopped production up in the northeast. They can't get parts.
Well, they knew. That's true. Anyway, look.
It'll work.
What'll happen is it'll be it's going to be uncomfortable for several months at the very least, and you'll see a reconfiguration of supply chains and so on. That's what's going to happen.
But no, but I see now an awful lot of stuff now coming up now. eBay is pushing Irish companies now, you see.
Well, they'll have to if they want to get trades.
In fact, I bought a computer. Johnny was saying my old laptop is just getting too slow. And there's photographs and everything on it. and I was just going through eBay, and I saw a reconditioned HP laptops, 14-inch screen, an optical drive, which I need because I need to,
Yeah, you're kind of old school. Yeah.
old school optical drive, um, uh, a 250 gig hard, solid state drive, 8 megabytes of RAM for €280 or something like that. Donegal company.
Donegal company away.
Donegal company. I just clicked buy now, and I got a message back. Will be delivered on Monday.
No way. Where are they based?
I don't know. A
Not
refurbished laptop. Yeah.
Isn't that great?
You know, as I say, no, you see Philomena's old one. I was thinking, if I don't use it, if Philomena's packs up, you know, for that sort of one, she can have.
Oh
it.
yeah, no, she probably need. You know what? If she's doing all that Facebook stuff,
Yeah,
it'd be good if she got a, a kind of a robust sort of laptop for that kind of stuff. You know, it doesn't need to be powerful, but it needs to be kind of like doesn't have. You know what she doesn't need is sometimes those consumer laptops, and HP are one of those companies. They put on too many little gizmos and bells and whistles like touch.
Well, this is a refurbished one. I think he's just put on Windows 10 Professional or something on it.
Yeah, that's because that's what you need. You actually need an office. An office laptop that's no frills.
No frills, yeah. No frills.
Solid, yeah.
So I'll see what it's like when it comes, you know. But it's so funny. He said, Donegal company, yeah, sure, let's support home industry. Click.
Supporting somebody who's refurbishing laptops, yeah.
Well, I have a HP in the office, in Anne's office, you know, and it was getting very slow. So I took it up to your man Donegal. I bought it from him. He says, I'll stick a new solid state hard drive in it.
Yeah, I'll speed it up.
Yeah. Fucking thing is like lightning.
Yeah. Solid state drive will definitely does wonders. Make sure you're backing up though, all the same. Do you ever back that up?
Huh?
You ever back up that computer, the office one?
I backed it up onto an external drive.
Well, you do that. Maybe do that regularly. Or what I do, if you can see my screen, I actually use Google Drive because we have a gig account or 2 gig, I don't know what it is, forget. And I have it's syncing, so it just syncs up there.
Yeah, mine syncs as well. It's like just something. I'm not sure is it Apple Photos or.
Oh yeah. If you got, you're probably doing that.
My phone automatically syncs.
Yeah, it's doing
iCloud. My phone shows up. Yeah. Hang on a second. Excuse me. One of my phones is ringing. Oh, it's not Mina. Hello. Yeah, I'm watching Tomas on the computer here. What's on the late? Oh, the music's on it. What music's on? Okay, bye. She says there's some brilliant music on the late. Wait a minute, let's see what she's talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Come on. Oh, it's Andy Irvine, is it there? A woman flute player. Is it Donal Lunny?
Oh wow! Right.
Yeah.
Watch that if you want.
Night, yeah.
But you can
no.
You can watch an RT player.
I can watch it in player.
Yeah, same here. That's what I would recommend. Yeah. And if you want to see Donal Lunny, he's on YouTube. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, mate, there's any
but no, I just said that was Auntie Mina saying she knows I like Irish music. What was I going to say before I got interrupted?
We were talking about laptops, and then we were talking about sorry, distracted there by I can hear Aaron. Aaron, are you right there? All right.
Is she celebrating Joe Biden, is she?
Oh yeah, Aaron's delighted, of course. Jesus, yeah. Whew. Right.
Did you see Anthony Fauci on saying it's great to be talking to somebody?
I know. That's a pretty guy. It's great to be able to open his mouth and say what science is saying, rather than fear that he's going to get, knifed or whatever the social media equivalent is.
Yeah.
Come here. So I was going to say, let's see. I'm just going to share some screens again. Have you doing any ancestry? Anything I should be looking at? Any fun stuff?
Listen, I got a few. Somebody was sending me hints. They
Oh,
were sending me
really?
hints about Patrick McHugh, Patrick C. McHugh.
I knew, I knew something would happen if we left that out. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so here is, I clicked on your hints. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
This is all
Tony
hints
Breslin.
within the last 30 days.
Yeah.
So, Tony Breslin, who is he? Oh, who is that guy? Who is
Don't know.
Oh, I'd love to look at them. Daniel Breslin, a lot of Breslin's coming up.
Yeah.
Daniel Breslin. Niall O'Keefe. No,
That's Nellie O'Keefe. That's Pat McHugh's wife.
there you go.
Yeah.
That's come up.
Yeah.
Do you want to review that? That looks right, is it?
Yeah, it looks right. Yeah.
Well, we have a tree here.
Yeah.
That could be our tree,
Could be. Yeah.
Now I'll do a quick check.
Probably
on
is.
that one. And then that's not us, right?
No.
I can ignore that.
Ignore that. Yeah.
He's on 3 other answers.
Yeah, but I wonder are the right one.
Okay, and what else? There's his. Would that be right?
No.
Well, leave it just in case. Nellie Milani. What was Milani?
No, she was Nellie O'Keefe, wasn't she?
All right. Oh, I see how this is. You have to be very careful with these things.
See that one there? See, Patrick McHugh, birth, residence, New York, spouse, Nellie McHugh, children, John McHugh. I wonder.
Oh, I'm sure that's right. We're going to look at that too if you want.
No, wait a minute now. It's 1925. I think.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Yeah, no. He only emigrated in 1925. He got married in the 1930s or 1940s.
Yeah. There's an Ellen McHugh from 3 other trees.
No. There's somebody in Scranton.
I was going to say, yeah, it's all very. That would be a typical place, all right, that they might end up. There's quite a few here. Yeah, Scranton.
Yeah, McHugh's a very common name. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I think you have 289 hints here. Oh no, they're total hints. Sorry.
Yeah.
Why don't we just have a quick look at some of these trees?
Yeah.
All right, but let's see, is this our own tree? Maybe we had a little loner of a tree. Oh no, it's these guys. I don't know. This is wrong.
No. Bridget Connaghan, spouse Nellie O'Keefe.
Yeah. So it's definitely not this one.
No.
It's definitely not this one.
No.
It's definitely not this one.
No.
Cancel. I guess. Is there some other trees down here? Well, all right. Maybe the thing we should do now is the following, just to make this simple.
Yeah. View tree.
Yeah, and he comes out through the Connaghans. Where is he now? Michael Connaghan, how did we find this relationship again?
Bridget Connaghan. See Bridget Connaghan there?
Yeah, here it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay, so here's all your hints. So, was he really born in 1848? Oh no, that's his father. This is him here.
Yeah. Patrick C. McHugh. Nellie. Yeah.
Well, hang on. So we have a little look at these. Where do you want me to hint it? This one or one of these two? Okay, let me start somewhere. Let me just start.
Well, we see the Agnes McHugh. See the hint. Go to that. See see that Agnes McHugh. That was mother's friend. And see what the hints are there.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry. Yeah. 11 hints. I suppose we don't have enough details for it to narrow down. So I suppose it's handy for it to get 11.
What's Erin making?
Hello, JP.
Erin's making a
What's
fancy
you thinking? A cocktail. Hi.
I can see you. Oh, there you are. Hello.
You
A
could have
Biden cocktail.
No, I'm afraid not. No, it's just tea. Tomas and I are very boring lately.
All right. Okay. Okay. I thought you'd be celebrating getting rid of Trump.
Oh my goodness. Isn't
Oh,
it
Aaron was
great?
glued to the
Isn't it
CNN.
fantastic? I'm just so delighted, just finally some normalcy and some calm, Just,
Oh God.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you watch any of it at all, JP?
What did I watch?
Did you watch the inauguration at all, or did you?
I saw bits of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I also watched the riot.
Well, that was the fun bit. Like not fun, like haha.
That's really fun.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I sent Tomas a photograph of him sitting in front of the Capitol back in 2009.
Oh yeah.
Oh, do you?
No, I remember we were there. Dad sent me that the other day.
Oh.
Yeah, that was a nice photograph. That I forgot to say.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. Was I there? No.
No, you were. It was when Dad, me, and you were down in Florida at that time. No,
I was in Florida.
no, you had to go down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there was a lot going on.
Yeah. Did you find out anything fun from your ancestry?
No, we're doing it now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're just starting there.
Yeah.
Only starting it now, really. But we'll do it some other night with maybe.
Catching up, yeah.
Yeah, we'll do Uncle Michael. So we'll bring Uncle Michael on. So okay, let's run through this, Dad. Agnes McHugh here. Where do we start? Let's start with these ancestry member trees because let's start at the top essentially. All right, let's review these. This person was born.
No.
Wow. Yeah. This could be the same one. Yeah. It's gonna be the same one. Same one. Interesting. Shackley.
No. That's not our Agnes. No.
Right. So that's one. That's done. Let's see what else. Montana. Nope. Ignore. YG places are wrong. I just have to forget. Sorry, I'm just trying to be helpful here. Now I regret it. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Oh, thank you. Idiots. No. Oh, okay. Where are we now? Ignore. I think they'd be mostly. I think we've ignored most of these. Oh, Aaron, I can tell what you're watching. Aaron's addicted to this period drama called Bridgerton.
What?
Aaron's watching this period drama, I guess you call it, called Bridgerton or Bridgerton. It's on Netflix anyway.
Right.
It's not my cup of tea. Nope. Yeah, these are these are nearly going to be all junk. Not junk, but not irrelevant because
not irrelevant. Yeah.
we were polluted. This Agnes is polluting the whole thing. Okay, let's go back to where we were there again. See what happens. Why don't we try Bridget? Start.
Yeah. Okay.
That's right there. Oh, Emerald Vista.
Balbain, Killybags. No, I don't think so.
Oh, flip. You're right. That's that confusing one.
Yeah.
It's very confusing because they have a Mary Agnes.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the same father. I mean, just look at this. Oh, sorry, I'm so stupid. We already had it. I'll just go to review. Actually, a better way of doing it. Yeah, it's confusing because we've an Agnes here.
Yeah.
We don't have an Anne though, of course. Spices Monday. Oh, that was right. That was that confusion. Yes, it's not them.
No.
It's not. It's the wrong year anyway.
Yeah.
So it's not them. So that's not working out.
No.
And it's not this one. And it's not this one. So I'm just curious about what that photo looks like.
Mm.
Sorry, that census thing. Bridget Miriam Conwell.
Kelly Bags Town, yeah.
Hi, and it's a very mixed up kind of house. What was that? What kind of house is it? It must have been in flats or something, or
Don't know.
scholar, domestic servant, general servant. Yeah, that was somebody pretty wealthy.
Yeah,
The Conwells.
Conwells, whoever they were.
Yeah. That's interesting. So we know
Okay.
that. Well, I think we'll be
Over, yeah.
on all these, I'd say.
Where did we get all the Connaghan family from? The Agnes and everything. Was the census?
Well, you knew she was Agnes. You remember there was an Agnes.
Oh, I knew there was an Agnes and a Pat.
Oh, we got it from. I think we got it from a census, didn't we?
Census, yeah, yeah.
In fact, it might, it's not this one, but yeah, no, we'll yeah, we got it from a census.
Yeah.
Bridget Como. Oh, this one. Right.
No.
Yeah, no, I think that's where we got it. I mean, I can go back and find that for you if you want.
No, I would say
I think we're not doing bad. I mean, sorry, I mean just saying it didn't work out, I guess, but that's the way it goes. Maybe one quick one we could do is
Patrick C again, is it? What hint?
Patrick C. McHughs, 703 hands. Yeah, there we go.
No, that's not him. No.
You would know. Where do you think they would have? They probably could have been brought up in the U.S. There's a Patrick C. McHugh here. Sligo, Troy, I know.
No.
These ones. Kind of. Yeah.
No, cancel them on.
Yeah. All right. No, let's look. Come here. The McHughes are pretty far out.
Yeah.
And we did a great job, I think, resurrecting them. There's not much more we can do on them, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd be more wondering about people like Margaret Connaghan. Who is she? What happened to her?
Don't know.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, there are people that are complete mysteries to me. I mean, could this be right?
Could be.
Immigrated to the US?
Could be. Don't know.
This is the years are right. Should be grand aunt of yours. Nobody ever mentioned her.
No.
Yeah, what's the story there? I guess grand aunt of yours in that. I suppose it was pretty traumatic, I suppose, on for your mom and all that. There's probably yeah, that was a pretty messy.
Yeah, the whole family was kind of mixed up.
Yeah. So that could well be her. What's this here now? Let's have a look at one of these. Let me have a quick look at this one. So at the bottom, what is this a record of? What would she be registered in 1890? Death age, 1828?
No, that couldn't be her. It's too 1867, I don't think.
But that's when she was born, we thought, wasn't it?
Yeah.
She died. She died in 1895. This particular person in Londonderry, probably could be, but probably not. Let's have a look at this one. Any of these names look relevant?
No.
Who's this now?
They're just records on that page. That's all.
Yeah, but what is it a record of?
Of marriages.
Oh, I understand.
It's a marriage index.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and then let's have a look at this one. Wow, look how well that's written.
Well, where is she in it?
Oh, we'll find it pretty quick. Let me see. Dublin, Belfast, Tyrone. Well, we look at the names here. It's probably easiest. We're looking for. Just I'm always curious to look on some of these names and why is there an X after these lads. There's a Charles Connaghan, Cunningham maybe.
Cunningham, yeah.
The bunch of them, no?
Yeah. What family was it maybe?
Yeah, yeah, I would say so. Yeah. Let's have a look. There's a Margaret Connaghan there, age 40.
Age 40.
Sorry, maybe that's not 40. What is that? Yeah, age. That's in 1907. Yeah, 1867 would be her birth. Yeah, non-Irish. Donegal.
At Philadelphia.
Yeah, I think so. What's this mean here? Last residence.
Yeah.
Final destination. Whether over before in the United States, yes, no. Oh, look at this. Sorry,
What?
whether going to join a relative or a friend.
All right.
Some interesting details here.
Yeah.
Here, I don't know if you can read this. Sorry, let me just have a look at these headings. Are interesting.
Final destination.
Married, single, occupation. It would read right. Nationality, race or people. Last residence.
Final destination.
Final destination. Whether having a ticket to such final destination. By whom was passage paid? Whether in possession of $50, and if less, how much? Whether ever before in the United States, and if so, when and where? Whether going to join a relative or friend, and if so, what relative or friend, and his name and complete address. That's a fascinating and useful thing.
God.
Ever in prison, whether a polygamist or whether an anarchist? Whether
a polygamist, whether an anarchist.
Yeah.
My God, even in those days.
Whether I can't read that. Sure. Condition of health, deformed cripple, feet and inches of height, complexion, fresh, color of hair, eyes,
height,
indication, place of birth. Oh, you have to check these. These are good.
Good God.
Anyway, yeah. So let's have a look at these. Must get more of these records. These are interesting ones. Last residence, race or people, nationality. Wow. It's fascinating. This was the time when everybody in Ireland, their nationality, the country of which you're a citizen or subject, was all British.
Yeah.
Bizarre. It obviously wasn't bizarre then, but it's bizarre now. Now let's have a look where we are. Margaret Connaghan, 40, female, none.
Yeah.
British, Irish, Donegal, Philadelphia, funded by herself.
Yeah.
I don't know how much money that is. You can't really read it. Or is that the money? $15. Yeah. Anyway, she was before in the US in 1896. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
There's the address. 1616 something street. I'm sure we could find it.
Philadelphia.
No. I want to see where she's born. Good health. No. 5'4". Fresh. Brown. Hair, blue eyes. None. This is Donegal. This is the county.
Yeah. And, yeah. So obviously, she had an address in Philadelphia.
Yeah. Well, that's where she was going.
Yeah, that's where she was going anyhow.
Oh, hang on. Sorry. It should say up here. What does it say here? Who they were visiting? Were they going to join another friend? And if so,
General
friend,
friend.
father. All right. The relations are written here. So let's see what she said again. Sorry. I should have paid more attention there. There we go.
On there you are there.
On 18. No, it doesn't say. It just has an address. So sounds like she lives there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just an address, is it?
Yeah.
Or is there something above it?
There is. You're right.
Or below it? Ants.
No, I think that refers to this one.
Yeah.
I think you're right. What does that say? Father? No.
No.
I can't read that.
No, I can't either.
Well, you could always check the census for that year, that
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
1616 Brand.
Interesting.
I don't know what that is. Someone can I find it? 1616. Brand. Philadelphia. No, let me get this better. Brand. What was that? What do you think that was saying? Do it one more time. BRAN.
Brian Marr, is it? Is it? No, it's not Brian Marr.
Maybe. BRAN. I don't know. Bronte Irish. Doesn't make any sense. But let's see. Does it? Can we get Google to correct it?
Walnut Street.
Hang on. Alphabetical streets in Philadelphia. Ooh, here we go. List of streets. Go. Do you see what I'm looking at here?
Oh, the fucking.
Can you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's have a look. So what starts with B?
Does it start with a B, do you think?
No, I'm not sure. That's my first effort. Bradford. Right. Do you see it? Brandywine Street. Brandywine Street.
Brandywine Street. Could be.
We'll have a look now. See, oh, why is this in my way? Brandy. No, maybe not. Maybe.
Brand.
It looks like Brandywine now, but maybe the last bit isn't right. Brentwood Road. No, Street. Brighton.
Bryn Mawr Avenue.
Yeah, it's kind of fun. You can imagine you get some fun trying to
Yeah.
Anyway, where were we? So the bottom line, is that her or not? Who knows?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, you don't think so anyway?
No, I don't think so, anyhow.
What makes you think that?
Well, I don't. Well, no, of course, no. That's true. I have no real reason to think it might not be either.
Yeah, but who knows? Because
Yeah, that's true.
you don't know a lot about her, right?
Yeah, I don't know anything about her.
Yeah. I mean, she was probably. I mean, you would think she might have had somebody over there. I mean, she just disappears off the record, if you like.
Yeah.
Did you know this guy Peter Connaghan?
No.
Was there any talk about this Anne Connaghan? Right, roti?
That was she was married to Paddy Rorty,
And this
Well,
other Connaghan.
Patrick J. Rorty, and that would that be Fergus Rorty's grandfather or father? Couldn't be, could it?
Might be, yeah.
Might be.
We'll have to go there someday. That's the Rorty's come in.
Yeah, that was Drumalaw.
Yeah, I think I remember that now. But what am I saying?
Well, wait a minute now. Wait a minute. Just click on that Paddy Rorty's hint. Is there a hint? Yeah, just click on the hint.
Oh yeah. I think we.
Because Patrick Rorty.
Yeah, Drumalaw.
President Drumalaw. Children Mary Rorty. God, that's right, I think.
Yeah, I said that is right.
Yeah. Yeah. Spouse Hannah Connaghan.
No. Oh. No, that's not right.
No.
No, these are different ones. I'm just flicking down through here. I'll be back up in a second. Ooh, who did they marry? Hannah, that's not Hannah Connaghan again.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of confusing. I wonder who that.
No, but that's only a list of marriages, or
aye. Sorry.
only an index, you know.
Sorry, you're right. Sorry, then the thing you probably want to see is these trees.
Yeah.
Because I think there's one of these that always comes up. Who is it? Oh, I don't know this one. That's confusing now. That Patrick Rorty in Drumalaw married Hannah Connaghan.
Mm-hmm.
Hannah.
Yeah.
What is that same as Anna?
Yeah. She's Anne, John, Mary, Daniel, Bridget.
Agnes Patricia only died in 1991.
Agnes Rorty. Paddy Rorty. Yeah.
Do any of these names look right?
I don't know. Patrick Rorty. Who's?
Let's look at some other trees.
Yeah. Drumalaw. what's the death? 1927.
Yeah, same as I think that's the same here. Yeah.
Yeah.
The year's slightly different. They have a John P and a Daniel and a Hannah. It's the same one, right?
Right. Yeah.
They haven't put a big effort into sourcing the rest of the information.
Hmm.
We might have a look at one of these trees now in a minute. If it looks like a tree that might be worth digging into, let me have a look at this one. Jesus, no, it's full of replication. Any of these
That's
names?
all the same. They're all the same.
This Armburster.
Armburster, yeah.
You've come across him a few times.
Yeah. Hannah Connaghan.
He's got tempting information. He or she's got tempting information. Sometimes I notice. Who would this be? Another Patrick Rorty tonight.
That could be Paddy Rorty. That's Fergus' father, maybe. Could be. The dates are about right.
It would be, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Well, one way to find out, and the King family tree, we've seen this one before too.
Yeah, that's Armburster, whoever he is.
Yeah. This is also the same. These are all. There's Armburster. See, this is the problem. Armburster's got two family trees. Remember? Get these
Right.
dates on them.
Yeah.
But one thing to do is just see this Fergus appear in his tree. If you click on it, right?
Yeah.
Just see, does he go? I mean, he may not choose to go down that branch, but let's see.
Yeah.
What do we see in his tree? Come on. Sorry, it's just a bit slow. So it's, I want to view his tree.
Private stuff.
Probably still alive. That's why we need to go back a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Living Rorty, Margaret Rorty. Who that is? John Rorty and Columba, classic. Jacob Margaret. All right, so there's this Rorty, Patrick and Hannah Connaghan. There's no way they're living Rorties. What they're talking about. And it was you were saying it was a Patrick Rorty, right?
Yeah. Paddy Rorty.
There he is there. Now he's got a, if I click on him, we might get something out of it. Oh, there's two Rortys, there's Daniel Patrick Rorty in there.
Yeah, Patrick Rorty.
And we'll just follow them down for 1 minute. Margaret Rorty and a private. Right. No, we don't know. Right, let me just go back up here to Patrick Rorty. Is there something going on here? Let's see what we get when we click on this. Patrick Rorty's got a bunch. But we don't know who they are. It's annoying.
Jacob Connaghan and Kildare.
Wait a minute, where are these coming from? You're right.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Oh, I think we were tempted by this before. Let's be very careful and have a little look. That's correct, isn't it?
Michael Connaghan and Annie Kildare, yeah. Unknown Connaghan. Marguerite Connaghan. Bridget Connaghan. There's a Bridget Connaghan.
Right to a car, Brian. Huh. Not bad. That's the actual John Connaghan. This is right too, isn't it?
John Connaghan and Connaghan, yeah.
There's that Margaret one that we couldn't figure out what happened to her.
And you see, there's a Hannah Connaghan married to Patrick Rorty over on the left there.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna go over there. Do you know what I'm thinking? We'll look. Might look at this link. This looks like Carl Brown. If I had to guess, that sounds American.
Yeah.
Name like Carl, not the Brown bit, because that's the Donegal name too sometimes. But and if so, it wouldn't be surprising that she is over there too. They're sisters within a year of each other. Then we'll go find out where she ended up. Bridget to Carl Brown. We'll go back to that one. And then what are you seeing over here? Michael Connaghan, Uncle David, know that one. And we'll go back here a second too. And you have where did you want me to go again?
No, the other way. Yeah,
no,
right.
You have this Peter Connaghan married to Maria Byrne. Did you know that?
Oh God, that's Burns and Moss.
Well, you were missing that one. We don't have that.
Or no, it couldn't be either. No, she's a Maria Byrne.
Well, we'll find out. Here, Dory, I'm going to go back. This is getting complicated. An M Byrne, and oh no, she didn't have it. We'll go back. How do I go back? If I do that, will that be okay? I might put her in and see what happens. Well, we don't have to guess. I guess the ancestry.
There's a whole lot of privacy, so they must be alive. So I don't.
Well, do you know what happened? Is he didn't put in a death.
Oh, maybe yeah.
I kind of assumes they're alive. Okay. Bit of logic there. We should have fixed that. But
see, we'll go right over to the end. Keep going.
Did you know this one?
See Patrick Rorty and Hannah Connaghan.
Yeah.
See, who are they?
Who are they in what sense? Where do you want me to go?
Family that they have.
Oh, there's other. Yeah, but they had these ones. No, we looked at them.
Jesus.
Yeah, we saw that. There's a huge list of them.
Yeah.
The problem is we can't see. Fergus Rorty would have emerged out of possibly Patrick Rorty, you said, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
we can't see the name of those kids. Fergus.
Don't know. Yeah. Yeah.
There, so what we can do, what would be interesting is, it's funny. Is she Hannah or Anna, Dad?
That's what I don't know. Could be Anna.
Well,
Could be Anna.
she occurs as Hannah a few times, but
Yeah.
I don't know why that's the case. But there's an interesting one there. An unknown Connaught married to Mariana Craig, 1874. We probably from Ireland could say who that is. You know?
Yeah. I don't know. There's too much information on that bloody.
Yeah. Jacob Connaught. Is he taking that from baptismal
certificate? Yeah.
Yeah, that's thrown. I don't think he's Jacob.
That's the Latin version of James. I think is it Jacob as James? Is it?
I think so. So let me look at Bridget and Carl Brown, right? Bridget and Carl Brown. I know ours is much harder to see now.
Yeah.
Oh look, we had a few. We didn't have some names either.
Tommy.
Yeah, we didn't have that one. We had Bridget and I don't think he had a Timony.
Who?
Look at this. This is confusing. We have a Bridget Moran and Patrick McHugh. He had a Bridget Moran and Carl Brown. And we have a different year here.
Yeah.
But this, we've more detail because we have her marrying Monday first.
Yeah.
Monday McLean. And Maria Dwyer. And where's he getting the James?
Annie Ned Kildare. That's right.
Yeah, he got that right.
Yeah.
Michael Conn, no, that's right. We have a Bridget McHugh. Remember, we had a Bridget McHugh.
Yeah.
I think we're right here.
Peter Connaghan, father of John Connaghan, Mary Connaghan, Manus Connaghan. Yeah.
Yeah, and he has them Marion. If you see here, we just do these ancestry hints. And we're getting sucked into this guy's mess. But anyway. No, it is. Where is he? No, wrong ones. No, that guy, Armbruster guy, is the full of things, full of. He's very. There's a lot of noise in his data.
Yeah, a lot of noise. Yeah.
Because that's why he's got multiple trees, I would say.
Yeah.
As he's trying out things, it's very risky. Where did we get the name Anne Connaught anyway? Hang on, do we have it? We have it, Hannah, look. We do have her down as Hannah.
Right, okay.
All right. And the Connaught that married the Timony. God, I'm curious now. I need to go back into this. Let's see, it's a female Connaught that married a Timony. Let's look at Armbruster's other tree that's a little bit more, another year on it. Look, it's this one. What do you say? This one. I remember looking at this before. It was just, again, tempting noise. Right, this is what he's got in this one, right? We'll go back to that. Connaughans, right? There's the Rorties, right? And Hannah Connaught, right? We'll do okay. Right. We have a different year for Bridget Connaught, and we have her marrying somebody else.
Yeah.
He's an unknown Connaught Mariana Craig. Okay. He has a Michael Connaghan with Anna. We were happy with that. We have a Catherine Connaghan. She's the one that could have married Timony. Remember, it says there's a female Connaghan that we don't have a name for.
No.
Right? And that's the only female Connaghan. Oh no, we have a Margarita Connaghan as well. Oh, wait a minute. Margarita?
Margarita, yeah.
But they have a Margaret. Is Margarita?
Margarita could be from the Latin.
Yeah, but they already have a Margaret.
Yeah, Margaret could be the English version. Maybe it's mixed up.
But one is 1887 and this one is 1867. Oh no, sorry, I'm getting Bridget mixed up. Sorry, I'm getting mixed up, Dad. Sorry, I got totally mixed up there. Tired. Anyway, what do we think? I sure we don't know. What do we think, isn't it? It's just maybe Catherine was the one that might have married Joanne Timony. I wonder where he's getting this Carl Brown thing.
Don't know.
I mean, she could have been married twice, I suppose.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, she was already married to Monday. Sorry.
Yeah, Monday. That was the one that we think was, according to the census.
I wonder where he's getting this information from. How far back to these rotaries go? Oh, into this dining rotary. Anyway, now, you see, I think we should be very careful. This guy.
Yeah.
He's definitely got some information there, but it's just a bit. Need a bit of quality control.
Yeah.
Where did we get this actually? No, I'm sorry. I know we got the photo. Where did we get this lad again? No, it's all wrong. Come here. One thing I want to quick look at here. Is this, what does this mean? Do you mind if I click on this? Is this not your bloodlines thing? Yeah, so we know this. That's you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know that. Why? What's it trying to?
What's that photograph there? Is there a photograph?
Yeah, but we have that one. That was a photograph we got at the graveyard.
Oh, yeah, Michael. Yeah, yeah.
So, no, I'm not sure what the through lines thing is trying to tell us. We already knew that. We stuck it in our family tree, so we know that.
Yeah.
Back to all through lines. Oh, you click on each of them. That tells you what matches you have to other people.
3 DNA matches.
Right, you've 19 on this one.
Which one is that? Sweeney, Donald.
Yeah. Well, can you filter this by ancestors?
DNA matches.
With new DNA matches, yeah. A potential ancestor of Podrick Du O'Donnell, 4th great grandfather. That's freaking miles out. Is that for by DNA? And Rosie McGreena.
No.
And use even further back, Sheehan McGreena, Callian Lag, Nicola. 20 DNA matches. Right, let's give it a crack. Let's see who you want to try here. Let's see what's a bit between 47 DNA matches, 43. Let's try one of these.
Yeah.
Just for the crack, you know, see
Andrew O'Donnell.
what's the link here now. Right. This would work through. Ah, yeah, I remember this Shannon guy. Right? Yeah.
Mary Boyle, Donald Boyle, Shannog Boyle, Mary M. O'Donnell, Sean Moore O'Donnell.
This one's right, is he?
Shannog Boyle, I think, yeah.
Did we get that from John O'Neill?
Was it John O'Neill or was it
one of his hand?
Or what do you call the Lynch one?
Yeah, and then that goes then to these ones. I wonder where they lived. So we'll find in some of these trees.
They would be all probably down about Mahari.
Yeah.
Or down that way.
Why doesn't it? What's over there? I think gives you the sense there's something over there. We can't see what it is. Oh, I know what I need. I just need to move my browser over here for a minute. Oh, no. Confusing. What did you evaluate? How does that work?
Don't know.
Let's see who these people are.
Don't know.
Billy O'Donnell, fourth cousin once removed.
Hmm.
That's good crack. Siblings. John O'Donnell. Oh, I don't know. Well,
Anyhow,
that's your DNA for you. Hang on, let's go back a bit further. Where is this one?
Colin Lagna.
Yeah, that's an interesting name. Just the name.
Wherever that came.
Right, it comes through this way.
Oh yeah, it goes on to Shannog and all that. Yeah, Russian Nigarina.
Well, where did she live? Let's find out about her. Maybe the mother or the brother. The Duffy Green Tree. Sorry, there's a bunch of trees here. I'm saying.
No records.
Ran it fast.
Yeah.
That probably makes sense, doesn't it? It's all right. I'm just saying that's where they all kind of end up. That's where you expect these people to be living and dying running fast. No, there's Sean Green. On the Greens. Yeah. Anyway, look, yeah, we got sucked into the old DNA, but that's probably the future. A lot of this ancestry stuff, Dad.
I would say so. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because there's some interesting things you can do.
Ancestors in your link tree.
Let's have a look at some interesting things here. What does this mean? Yeah, we know this. I don't understand why it's showing something you already know. You already know.
Yeah.
Or I'm not. Oh yeah, sorry. They're showing you there's 3 people who've done their DNA test, and then this kind of sort of supports the whole thing, does it?
Yeah, yeah. Tara Stevens. She's Tara in there.
Yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. Do you know this guy, Andrew McGill?
Andy. Andy McGill was dead, wasn't he?
Was he? That's pretty
He died young.
No, this guy.
Oh, who's that? Oh,
Andrew McGill. No, he's alive.
Oh, Andrew. That's one of. That's Andy. Paddy McGill's son. My cousin Paddy's son. I think he's in the States.
We've only 5% shared DNA. Pretty quickly drops off this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
Where's he? Oh, this was he's hanging. No, what? Ancestor birth locations. Who's number 10? What's that meant to be?
You're right.
Maybe one of the Miguel's ended up there. I don't know. I don't know what that means.
No.
Too tired for this now.
Only 7 people in it.
No, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
It's only a subset.
But that's Andy anyhow. That's Don Stevens.
Where is he? Added anything new? What's he done recently?
All his English stuff's on, I would say.
Physics, lots of stuff going on there. What's health? Oh, don't want that. Have they any new features? Do they have this new travel ancestor? There's a lot of upsell in here. Slave schedules. That's grim. Oh, you have stuff in your shoebox. You haven't fully sorted out yet.
Yeah.
And any interesting emails come your way? You have a bunch here. Oh no, you've done these.
I haven't looked at my emails actually. Really.
No, it hasn't been any since September.
Yeah. Okay.
Did you see this one? Remember?
Paul Ward, Louise O'Brien. Oh yeah, that's Louise Breslin. Raymond X. Fitzgerald. Never replied to that. What was he on about? No, I don't. Doesn't look.
What the hell is that random email? Boy,
Yeah.
what the fuck is talking about? View the match. Wait, click on it. Oh yeah, I think it was pretty safe. 3% sure DNA is quite a lot. Huh.
Strange. Who's Data Matsick? 4%.
Yeah, I was clicking them in a minute. Daniel Heffernan, do you know who that is?
No.
Okay, well, quick now.
No. Hello. I just watched a bit of it there. Yeah, I watched the whole thing on Player because I'm still on the computer with Tomas. So, see, I can look at the late on the RTE Player on the computer anytime. No. We're doing the into family tree. We're trying to figure it. We're still on it. Yeah. I will indeed. Yeah. All right. Night. Bye. She sends a big hello.
All right, cool. Do you know what? So your man must have been adopted.
Yeah, that's what he said.
So I guess that's.
I wonder, was he one of the products of the Irish mother and baby homes?
Well, you know.
Could have been sent to the States.
It's not working. I can't seem to get back. Maybe we'll do this. Let me go back to. I'll
No.
click it again.
Okay.
Just see what it said again. See if it makes more sense to me. I just who my mother was. Kathleen Magella, Howard Boykin.
No, Boykin. That makes no sense at all.
I don't know who that is. There's Paul Ward emails. You never replied to him.
No, where is it? When was that? That was way back, was it?
No, 2020, October. Well, Halloween. Oh yeah, I think he's mentioned this. I read this with you. Still trying to figure stuff out. Anyway, right, Dad, I'm getting tired.
That's all right. Yeah, that's interesting. Now I must look at some of my old paper records again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Do you know what we'll do? Let me see. Next time we do it, we'll bring on Michael, maybe, or well, I keep saying that, and then I keep forgetting to do it.
Yeah.
But do you want to be better? You know, we get stuck up in some of the details. Actually, it might be more fun to do a bit of looking over people live, driving around a bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stuff like that, or
Go down to classic.
yeah, because some of the stuff is tricky. I'm just saying, you know, we're just beginning to get into real speculation now,
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
and I mean, I'm sure we'll come through it. We can tidy up a few things, particularly if we Michael with us, it'll help narrow down some options and certain things.
Uh-huh.
But I'm just thinking just a bit of more life on some of these people, because to me they're very abstract, some of them, and sounds like some of them are abstract to you too, like
We
Margaret.
can, yeah, you know, you could go out to Glenlehan and, you know, you might be able to see where Auntie Nellie lived and that sort of thing, you know.
Yeah, you get a little drive around there and just
Yeah.
figure, because we have all the maps and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
That might be the next thing to do, just to build up a picture around some of these people.
Yeah, and you know, you could even go down to Bayouter and you could show where the Connaghans lived.
Yeah, we did that.
Oh, we did that. That's right, we did. Yeah, but we didn't do Glenlehan.
We didn't. We
No.
never did Glenlehan, actually.
We might try and do Glenlehan and see, even if it's only to mark on the map.
Yeah, absolutely. All right.
Yeah. All right.
Give that a go. All right. Night, Dad.
Nighty night.